Hello everyone, this is Berg Productions here with a video that is guaranteed to enrich the commentary community. I'm making a video that has been discussed by Rob Easy LNP years back, but it's time to talk about this again. What is today's subject? It's called commentary etiquette. To put in context, the commentary community as of 2016 has been pretty lame. Long, boring skit videos followed by every point being dragged out in the video rather than the important points being critiqued. It seems like people are skipping less and dragging on the commentary because they believe people want to see 20-minute, 30-minute, or 40-minute commentaries. After seeing just 1 minute of a 1 hour 40-minute commentary on a user that really isn't that big of a deal, it just shows that the commentary community will stop at nothing to justify a long commentary. So to help give some of the commentators out of the rut that they are in, I'm going to give some suggestions. Now to emphasize, this is not a requirement. So before you come at me with your counter-arguments, pay attention. Etiquette number 1. Do not make intro skits over 30 seconds. Intro skits are supposed to build up to the commentary, but there has to be a balance in timing. Otherwise you risk boring your audience. No matter what style of entertainment you bring forth, long intro skits can warrant complaints. Whoever saw Mr. Flipper Invader 782's video on Introgate should understand that 1 minute, 3 minutes, or in the case of Milsdorf Riddler, 8 minutes of an intro skit that can ruin the impact of what a skit is supposed to do, that is to build up the commentary. 30 seconds has been the standard for intros since the second generation commentary community, a standard that will always be part of the community. Etiquette number 2. Do not drag out your entire commentary. Back in the old days, commentators focused on the important points of the video and skipped what was irrelevant. Today, if you have the patience to sit through a 20-minute, 30-minute, or 40-minute commentary, you know that most commentators will leave in irrelevant things, commentate, and continue. Again, like the timing of a skit, you do not want to drag out your video because you could risk boring your audience. My suggestion is, in order to keep the audience engaged, limit your commentary time to either 10 minutes or 15 minutes. If you have to elaborate on something, keep it in a nutshell rather than elaborate for 2 minutes on one interjection. That will help speed up the pace of the commentary. Etiquette number 3. Do not cut off a user in the middle of a point. Not only will it make the user in question look bad, but it makes the commentator biased. First off, how do you expect a person to form their own opinion if you cut off the user in the middle of a point? It throws the viewers off guard because they do not know the full story. Second, a commentator is supposed to let the viewers listen to the viewpoint of the user in question before cutaway. And if you are cutting off a user to make a random joke, that destroys your credibility. So for the commentators watching, let the user in question finish what they are saying before you cut away. If you are not interested in the point, skip it. Once again, you gotta know when to interject and know when to skip. Etiquette number 4. The biggest issue I'm seeing is that people are trying way too hard to be funny. I know you folks are going to say, but humor is subjective. Listen, if you want your commentaries to be more comedy-based than serious, stop relying on a bunch of pseudo-intellectuals. Try to be edgy, and if people don't like your sense of humor, do not let that stop you from trying to be funny. If you want to be funny, I suggest you listen to stand-up humor and find out what you think is funny and then practice it. If it's up to your standards, then you have your style of humor on a commentary. If people like MSkull01, Boomstick545, and Tubers93 were able to find their style, you folks can find your own style without kissing up to Milsdorf Riddler and bunch of pseudo-intellectuals. It don't matter how long it takes to come up with a style, just formulate your style and make sure it works before you apply it to commentaries. I haven't laughed once at a commentary made in 2016, so that should tell you something. Once again, I'm not saying this is a requirement, it's a suggestion. If you commentators care about your audience, do not conform to the status quo of the commentary community. Be edgy, try to be original, try to stay on point, and keep the timing of commentaries balanced. If anyone wants to try this, you have a good chance of making commentaries great again. Also, it would help give you leverage to take down Milsdorf Riddler. Anyway, this is Berg Productions with a video on commentary etiquette. Thank you and good day.